Hi, my name is Ropp. I'm the author of A Simple Explanation of Absolutely Everything. And we are now up to page 7. This is the Simple Explanation's golden rule, reaching out to others. Our job is to reach out to others with love, assistance, and information for the betterment of all. This goes for all units of consciousness, from subatomic quanta up through cells and organs, to organisms and beyond. Every physical manifestation links up with others of its own kind. Atoms link together to make molecules. Molecules link together to make elements. Elements link together to make all of the building blocks of our universe. Organelles become organs, become cells. Organs link together to make organisms. Organisms link together to create societies. In like manner, each unit of consciousness joins with others, like itself, to become the building blocks of the next level of hierarchical aggregation. So let me explain this. It's a very interesting notion. I don't think I've heard anybody else explain it like this. Part of the fractal pattern of our universe is, no matter what you are, no matter what your unit of consciousness has come into this universe as, whether you're an atom, you reach out to other atoms and you hold hands with those other atoms and you become a molecule. If you're a molecule, you reach out to other molecules and suddenly you become an element. If you're a cell in the body, you reach out to other cells like yourself and your cells become an organ. My skin cells reach out to form the organ of skin. My heart cells reach out to one another to form the organ of the heart. Every organ in your body is composed of cells just like themselves, reaching out and holding hands with others just like themselves to do their job that they know perfectly how to do, to make your heart beat, to digest your food, to keep your skin from flying off into the room. Whatever the deal is, everything. Okay, so our solar system is the aggregates of elements that are swirling around that heavy center sun. They form themselves into planets. They're basically holding hands with the sun and with each other to form our particular solar system. The the galaxies do the same thing. They form themselves around their center sun, which they all look like this, by the way, don't they? Do you recognize this? Here is the Milky Way, guys. Here is the atomic structure. Everything, whether you see it or not, is built off of this fractal formula. Anyway, the way they hold together is they reach out and they come together around a central job or task, and they hold their integrity through coherence, through the formula, and they do their job. And by doing their job, let's imagine that this here is a skin cell. Imagine that I've got a whole bunch of slinkies all loaded together, and all together they make skin. By holding hands with one another, leveling up to help this next organ up. In the case of the skin cells, they become skin. The skin holds hands with heart and sexual organs and lymph system, every single organ system of the body. They're all holding hands to make you, to make us. What do we do as the human size? I reach out to others like myself. Family, I make family. And our job is to make ourselves safe and to feed ourselves and put a roof over our heads, right? And to love each other. Coherence. Remember, the golden rule is information. We share information. We help each other with what needs to be done. With assistance, with actual physical assistance, coming into someone else's aid, and with love, that is, with the coherent force that binds us together. Love is what binds us at the human level. At the big level of structures, love is called gravity. It's the center of the circle that causes everything to come around it. So, at the center of the sun, the gravity that's holding the planets together, it's also love. You could say the sun loves the solar system if you want. But at the human level, we don't call it gravity, we call it love. So what am I a member of besides my family? Well, I belong to a couple of different groups, a couple of different clubs. So I hold hands with others in my group, with my club, and together we get together once a month and we work on a project and we build something that we need all of us together to do, and that helps us level up to society. So everything that holds hands in coherence and love with others of its own kind levels up to the next level. So cells level up to organs, organs level up to organisms, organisms level up to a societal level, family or clubs or culture. Everything levels up, so we know that all of the molecules and whatnot inside of the earth, they are leveled up to the earth. We know that the earth is holding hands with the other planets. They're leveling up to the solar system. We know that our solar system is just one that's going around our galaxy with lots of others, and it is leveling up to our galaxy. Then once we leave our galaxy, we get up into more of outer space, but it's all fractal. It's all repeating itself. It's all repeating itself. As above, so below. That's what that means. If you want to think at the God level, as above, if God is the universal fractal formula, and it knows everything, everything will eventually level back up to be reabsorbed as God into the world. Okay, so back to the book. Your job is to reach out with love, coherence, assistance to others, and information for the betterment of all. We need each other, in other words. There aren't any solitary particles in the universe. Solitude is not an aspect of the universe. We're all nested fractals. So, when should you do this leveling up? When should you practice that? I call this the golden rule, by the way, reaching out with others to level up. When should you do this? And to whom should you reach out? Well, I'd say, who's around you? You have been placed by the universe in your particular place and time. You have a particular point of view. Look around you. What needs doing? Do it. Step in. If it's your job to step in and do it. Who needs your help right now, right where you are? Is it a family member? Is it a friend? Is it a coworker? Do they need your assistance? Do they need your information? Share it with them. It appears to be a human truth, one of the universal human values I've spoken of, that only through serving others do we find happiness. A selfish, me-centered life disappoints. It will make you sad. It will make you suicidal. To put it in more general terms, it is the job of all units of consciousness to join with others like themselves, to collectively form the next hierarchical level up. This makes all units of consciousness happy. Everybody wants to level up and work with others.